If you guys want to yap with me live, come drop by streams on Twitch at Mojine_ or on YouTube at MojineVT. So apparently, these are all about Australian wildlife? I'm not sure. So, let's go on with the video.
Australia has a lot of spiders, but recently we found a new one, because of course we fucking did. And the new one is the most certified Australia moment I've ever seen.
Australia
For a bit of context,
moment?
one of the several thousand spider species we are home to is the Sydney funnel web, the deadliest spider on the planet, because of course it's down.
Wait guys, are you actually scared of spiders? Because, well, I mean, I never really encountered a big ass spider like that, aside from like zoos or something, so I don't know, never really touched it or anything, so I don't really have any like phobia of it. But maybe if I see it in real life and actually touch me, and then it'll actually, you know, scare the fuck out of me, you know, I'm not sure. But if you guys are scared of spiders, cautionary, I guess.
Down here, where the fuck else did you think you were gonna find it?
Spider!
Very scary looking.
Australia is a home to all 10,000 species of spiders? Damn.
Fuckers are
Alright,
highly
Pokemon.
venomous and can flatline you with a bite in 15 minutes. And if you think wearing thick clothes will save you, be aware the bastards have fangs long enough to punch through shoe leather.
Oh my
Now,
lord.
why do I
Wait,
bring
really?
these nightmares up? What is the one thing worse than a spider
Pokemon.
rocking armor-piercing rounds that can send you to heaven with same-day delivery? A bigger spider rocking the same perk setup. That's right,
Perk setup?
Australian scientists have found a brand new species of this funnel web that is even bigger. How much bigger? Well, the standard Sydney funnel web grows to around 5
But you know what? Don't they look alien-like, actually? Or maybe not. Yeah.
centimeters or 2
You know-
inches. And I mean, if you're asking me, 2 inches is more than enough. 2 inches is actually fucking huge. By comparison, this is the
I don't
new
know.
one. It's twice the fucking size, cunt. 4 inches of
Wait, they
eight-legged
actually-
menace to the animal kingdom. But that isn't even the best part. You see, do you know what they named this thing?
It looks
Do you
so
know
scary.
what professional scientist named a supersized version of the most dangerous spider on the entire
It's the
fucking planet?
most
The
dangerous.
Newcastle Big Boy. Deadliest
Wait a minute, it sounds like an actual rapper name. Newcastle Big Boy. Bars. Alright, good job, scientists, for naming it like that, actually. You know what? Actually, if you think about it, Newcastle Big Boy doesn't really sound intimidating enough. Maybe we could have, you know, done a little bit more better for that. I don't know.
spider on the entire fucking globe. Big Boy. Only in Australia.
No way.
Platypus are weird, but I'm not sure you quite
Platypus!
understand just how
Perry!
fucking weird.
Perry!
Everyone knows the basics. They lay eggs, they sweat milk, and
They
they look
cute-
like
they
God
cute.
hit randomizer on the Spore Creature Creator. And
You know what? I did say they're cute, but like, you know what? I just like saw it for the first time. You know, realistically, I just saw this. The platypus, the real life platypus on this video. I'm kind of like, rethinking my thoughts about it being cute. But Perry is cute, actually, you know?
and just called it a day. But you see, mate,
Oh, they're so chunky! Wait, you know what? They can be cute, yeah.
that's barely even scratching the surface of weird platypus features. First up, as is the qualifier for any Australian animal, did you know they're venomous? No, I'm not fucking
you know
with
they're
you. You
what?
heard me correctly. Male platypus actually...
Did you know they're what?
I'm not fucking with you. I'm weird platypus features. First up, as is the qualifier for any Australian animal, did you know they're venomous? No, I'm not
Venomous?
fucking with you. You heard me
Aw.
correctly. Male
Well, you know what they say, you know, pretty things cannot be touched at all, so not really sure if you can consider that pretty. But I mean, like, it's cute, yeah.
Platypus actually have venomous spurs on their hind legs. These spurs are multi-purpose, acting as defense from predators, as well as a tool for throwing hands at other male platypus during mating season. And while their venom is non-lethal, that doesn't mean that getting stung by them doesn't fucking suck. See, platypus venom can cause extreme pain and swelling, and to ensure you remember not to fuck with them again, these effects can last for several
cute.
months and have no
Actually, oh
treatment
my God,
or
several
antivenom.
months.
So if Perry stabs your shit, your only
Oh.
option is to cry about it. Next on the
Well,
list of offensive capabilities, I shit you not, platypus share the same hunting method as sharks. You see, that
Ah!
big-ass bill isn't just for show,
Really?
as it contains enough surveillance equipment to make the CIA blush. Possessing the ability
What?
to sense changes in pressure in the water, but most importantly,
Oh.
containing electroreceptors that track electrical signals from muscle contractions made by their prey. Meaning that when whatever
What?
they're chasing starts quaking in fear, they know about it. And last but not least, as if those things weren't
What is that
already
picture?
unbelievable, we recently discovered something new. Platypus are fucking biofluorescent. They
Oh, they glow in the dark.
glow. If you hit
As
if those things weren't already unbelievable, we recently discovered something new. Platypus are fucking biofluorescent. They glow.
They look pretty, actually. You know what? I don't even know when will I be able to actually see a platypus in real life. But you know what? I would like to once in my lifetime. For sure.
If you hit these things with a black light, they go bright fucking green.
Whoa.
And the best part of that is we
Crazy.
have no clue
Crazy.
why they do it. I guess it just
You
means
know, you can
Perry
just say
was a biblically
science.
accurate platypus man. I'll give up, man. Who fucking designed this thing?
Oh, yeah. If you like look at the color of Perry, oh, they're onto something. Yeah, for sure. I don't know, to be honest.
Stepping on this rock could straight up paralyze you.
What the
That's
hell
because
is that?
This isn't actually a rock. That is a stonefish, a species
What?
of underwater menace native to Australia. And
Native
coming as
to
a surprise to absolutely no
Australia?
one, it is also the
Jeez.
most venomous fish in the ocean. Because of course it is. As if the fucking snakes and spiders weren't enough, now I can get packed up by a pet rock. But why is this Pokemon reject such a
Pet
threat to
rock!
my mental health?
It's like Rocky and Project Hail Mary. You know what? You can probably consider this an alien already, for sure. Probably. Or maybe you can say the wildlife in Australia is very alien-like or something. You know what? Maybe all animals are aliens to us, for sure. I don't know. How do you actually consider aliens to begin with? That's the question most of us are actually going to be asking for sure. I mean, maybe me specifically, but still.
You see, stonefish use their special venom
They
for
look so
defense.
cool.
However, unlike
They look
most
like
other animals that do
Pokemon.
this little f***er doesn't have the decency to dress like a neon sign
They
to
look
warn you.
kinda
No.
ugly.
This bastard is a 6th prestige prop hunt veteran, having evolved some of the most impressive
Problem better. I mean, it is kind of true. Yeah, I mean, understandably so. Look at what they look like. Jesus Christ. They actually look like those something. It's on the back of my tongue, but I don't remember actually.
camouflage in the animal kingdom to make hunting easier. And once
Duh.
they've set themselves up, they are basically indistinguishable from Patrick Starr's house. Now, this is a fairly major problem,
No way.
as they love to live in the shallows on the beach, and that
They
venom we
look
talked about earlier
kinda-
is stored in these 13 giant,
Alright.
highly toxic spines that deliver venom when pressed on. You can probably see where I'm going with this. Considering it's hard enough
You
to
know
spot
what? The venom looks really, really cool. I'm telling you, very alien-like or something. What do you think?
these things while you're paying attention, if you were, say, on a romantic walk along the beach with one of the homies, and while distracted by
Boom!
this ethereal
Sorry.
beauty, weren't paying too much attention to where you were walking, it
Boom!
would be very easy to place your
Sorry.
foot in the wrong spot
Oh,
and step
shoot!
directly onto 13 hypodermic needles, which
Ugh.
would then deliver a ginormous dose of neurotoxin
Ugh.
straight into your system. Oh, you thought it was normal venom? No. You see, these things maxed out the toxin skill tree, producing a mixture of 2 neurotoxins that can flatline you by collapsing your
Oh.
heart and lungs in under an hour.
Oh,
And even if you
fatality
survive,
already?
The sting still causes
Damn.
extreme pain, swelling,
Oh.
and tissue necrosis. Because this is Australia,
Why?
where even the scenery is trying to one
Why should I not look it up?
Shot
Okay,
me.
you know, Pars. Sure.
This bird can straight hit you with a Mortal Kombat
Is that an
fatality.
emu? Or not?
Finish him.
Introducing
Finish!
the cassowary, a species
Oh,
of rat
never
type
mind.
native to the land down.
They look all the same though. I mean, you know, no offense, but maybe because I don't really seen emus that much that I kind of forgot what they look like actually.
and under. And for once, guys, it's not venomous. Can still flatline,
Finally!
you know, and I'm
Oh,
gonna
the
tell you-
cassowary! Oh, yeah, I saw that before. Yeah, they look pretty cool.
Yeah. You see, these
cool in
neon
my
chickens
book, for
belong
sure.
to the same family of birds as the emu, and as
Oh,
such,
there
share
it
their
is!
impressive size,
Emu
coming in at a
mentioned.
solid 79 kilos,
Damn!
and growing up to 6 feet
That
tall,
heavy.
meaning the short kings in my audience could, in theory,
Short
count these things like a chocobo. But what makes it stick out from
Chocobo mentioned? Oh my god, Pars knows Final Fantasy? Alright. Hats off, tips off to you, sir. Hats tips off to you, sir? Question mark?
emus? Well, you see, the cassowary is basically a spec ops emu.
They look
but
kinda, elegant in a way. I think. They look kinda elegant, with their hat-like horn or whatever, and they're like flowy, the gradient color of their head and like the other parts that's like red. It feels very, fashionista, if I may.
being twice the weight, highly territorial.
What is that? Why do they look like that? You know what? Alright.
highly territorial.
Yeah, that looks highly territorial to me, for sure.
And most importantly,
Sorry.
coming with a
My bad.
combat knife strapped to their
Damn.
foot. That's right, this is a cassowary claw, and it's the reason they
Ooh.
can hit you with a fighting game finisher. You see,
That's-
these claws are a full
That's how like chocobos like hit as well, if given the chance to like hit. I believe. I think. Actually. Yeah. And sacreds as well in Monster Hunter Wilds, yeah.
5 inches
Ooh.
long. And you know, what I mean,
Holy.
honestly, 5 inches, way too big for anything, and especially for something that's going inside me. And if you anger the tactical
No
salt
way.
turkey, that is exactly what you're gonna get, as their go-to defense method is to kick you square in the gut with that kitchen knife and
Oof.
attempt to
Did
disable.
someone actually like, got sliced, got stabbed by a cassowary? That looks really, really kinda. Ugh.
you. And I mean, even if the kick doesn't put your insides on the outsides, that kick is
5
still going to
inches
send you
isn't
flying, which
that,
can cause some fairly
like,
major
you know,
problems.
large anyway.
Problems like the incident
Just
that
okay.
occurred in
Oh, sure.
2012, where I you not, a cassowary ran up behind a random tourist, hit the heavy attack button, and kicked the guy down a small cliff into the ocean.
Oh shit!
I mean,
All
luckily he
right.
survived, but the fact that I live in a
Territorial,
country
for
where at
sure.
any point I could be hit with a sneak attack by a kaiju turkey is f***ing terrifying.
I mean, it's true, actually. You know what, Australia? Holy shit! You guys are probably living. I did said this before when we watched like the Emu War, but I feel like they are living in like survival mode all the time. It's like you're basically dropped down in like a world in Rust, probably. I never really played Rust, but I mean, like maybe that's the closer to it. Maybe. I mean, I can't really say 7 days to die because there's technically no zombies in Australia. Probably. Not sure about Rust though. Oh, maybe Valheim? I don't know. Just some food for thought.
Touching this plant will put you in the hospital.
That
This is
looks like it will actually put you in the hospital. You know what? It's very straightforward plant. Looks threatening. All right, I give it like 10 out of 10. Self-explanatory, self-threatening plant for sure.
Gympie-gympie plant, a piece of foliage native to the land down under. And surprising no one,
Land
not
down
only is the
under?
thing venomous, it is in fact the most painful plant on the planet. 'Cause yeah, no, of
Painful?
course, man. Even the fucking leaves down here have a problem with me. Growing in the rainforests of northern Queensland, these hell bushes are covered in
rainforest.
tiny hairs.
Wait a minute, but like at the middle, so technically Australia is like while on the sides of the what the fuck? The sides in the country is just rainforest, and then in the middle they slap like a very big ass desert in the middle. Holy shit! You know what? It does feel like a server and a survival crafting server at that point. To be fair, rainforest and desert lands. Yeah, with an occasional cities or villages or towns maybe. Yeah, it does actually feel like a server.
That upon closer inspection aren't hairs at all and are actually thousands of hypodermic needles waiting to stab you and break off inside your skin if you so much as brush them. Once inside you, these needles will inject you with, I am not kidding.
Wait, so like you can't see it? I mean, you can't. Good thing I don't touch like random shit, But I mean, like, I feel like at first glance you can technically see that it's very, very like, it doesn't even look like that actually. I just like. It feels very slimy. It doesn't really feel very like prickly, Only on the sides, probably.
And cause absolutely excruciating pain. I mean, like comedic levels of pain.
Comedic?
One person describing it as being covered in hot acid and electrocuted, and another woman saying that it was straight up more painful than childbirth, and she'd given birth 4 times. And the fucked up part is, the neurotoxin isn't even lethal. So this spiteful of a plant...
Bro, torture weapon? Probably? Not that I'm suggesting, but still.
is hurting you purely for the love of the game. Mind you, there are reports of people saying getting stung by this thing is actually worse than being put in the ground.
Bro, they actually tried it? Holy shit. Alright, props to the good sir.
Just because Groot's little hellspawn cousin here can continue hurting you for literal years.
Damn torture weapon
stung.
For sure.
This is because those thousands of little hypodermic needles are actually made out of silicon, meaning your body can't break them down. And with how thin they are, your skin will usually close up over the top of them, meaning that these neurotoxin-emitting slivers can sit inside your skin for literal years, releasing more neurotoxin any time that they're moved or disturbed. This constant, chronic, agonizing pain is so unbelievably bad that there have even been records of, trying not to get banned here, people Alt F4ing existence to make it stop. This particular incident came from a man who...
Wait, really? Was that true?
...accidentally used one of the plant leaves as toilet paper.
What? How the fuck did that happen? How the fuck would you actually, you know what? Let's use this fucking leaf as a toilet paper to like wipe my ass off, right? Probably. Wipe the shit out of my ass for sure. Maybe they actually like tried shitting on like in the rainforest. Like maybe they were camping and they probably like, that's the closest leaf that they could probably... You know what? What are the chances of actually, doing that?
I don't think it gets much worse than neurotoxin to the nuts.
Ugh, no way! He wiped it in the fucking nuts. Sorry. I mean, I can't really imagine.
Are just dinosaurs that forgot to go extinct. I am dead serious, and I cannot think of a croc species to better make my point than the saltwater crocodile, a species native to the land down under, and shocking absolutely no one. Yes, it can and will.
Wait, I never really said I saw that IRL. Maybe I did, but like, I don't even... You know what? I know a lot of people have told me the difference between alligators and crocodiles, but for some reason, it just doesn't really retain in my mind. So, again, what is the difference, actually? I'm not really sure.
Eat you.
Ugh.
You see, keeping on theme with the whole forgetting to go extinct thing, the salty stat spread just feels like something that should
you know
have been
what?
patched
They have crocodiles in Elden Ring as well. Yeah.
out with the rest of Jurassic Park.
This is a good reference,
with their
for sure.
ridiculous size. You see, salties are the largest reptile on the planet, coming in at a total of 6 fucking meters long with a maximum weight of 1,100 kilos.
Holy,
which
that's
makes this murder
big.
lizard genuinely longer than my fucking car.
Oh shit.
And the part is that despite being longer than my ute, they are for some reason absolute masters of stealth.
Shit.
See, crocs are ambush predators, which is a scientific way of saying they are dirty campers.
Camper.
You see, they've got two raised eyes that sit on
They're
the top
smart,
of their heads,
bro.
which means
They're
they can
smart.
submerge their Ford Falcon-sized frame basically entirely under the water without sacrificing the ability to spot whatever they are looking to turn into a
Oh,
Happy
shit.
Meal. And from your
Happy
perspective
Meal?
as the Happy Meal, they are really difficult to see, which makes it
Damn.
very easy to
Damn.
walk just a little too close and, yeah, get bitten in half by that hydraulic press that they call a
Oh,
mouth.
what the fuck was that? Damn.
That's
Ooh.
right, just like any good camper, these scaly arseholes are packing a one-shot in the form of one of the highest bite forces of any animal on the f***ing planet, having been recorded at putting out a maximum of 3,700 psi of force through their jaws.
Holy shit.
To put that into context,
Damn.
your skull will crack at 1,100 psi, so a croc would pop your head like a watermelon. And if you don't immediately get folded by the first bite, those jaws will latch onto you as the croc begins a death roll, spinning its ton of
Death
body
roll?
weight like a washing machine until whatever part of you it has decided to eat snaps off
Wait, but like, what's the science behind that though?
and is added to its protein goals. But the best thing
Damn. I don't know. I don't really want to, imagine being crushed by a croco, but the sound of the bones kind of like threw me off in a weird way.
about the crocodile is their build is so f***ing good. They have genuinely been around
Damn.
with very little
They have
evolutionary
S++.
change for 65 million years.
Damn.
Which means I grew up watching Steve Irwin wrestle dinosaurs for fun. Rest in peace, you absolute
No.
legend.
Oh, rep. Wait, I kind of want to watch those,
Koalas
I've never
are
really watched so much wildlife channels. I mean, I do, but like it's sometimes just like a passing thought to me. Like if there's really nothing on the TV, well, in my defense, I don't really watch that much TV even when I was younger because poor. But still, whenever we get to like watch cable, I don't really like see that much aside from like cartoons.
really dumb. In fact, Australia's fuzzy icon is probably the dumbest thing on the planet. And that stupidity starts with their diet, because of all
Don't
the
you
things they could
ever
have chosen to
say
eat,
that to
they
him.
chose to eat nothing but straight up poison. You see, koalas feed exclusively on eucalyptus leaves.
Wait. Does that mean they die unintentionally? No, what a sad life though.
It's shocking no one are highly toxic, because they are full to the brim with eucalypt oil, which is so fucking poisonous that as little as 3.75 mil is enough to land you in the afterlife, with the Reaper asking you why the fuck you felt the need to eat a leaf.
Why?
Oh, it's also highly flammable and burns like napalm, because Australia. Now, despite nature putting up this giant do not eat sign, that did not stop the koala, because he can't fucking read. This suboptimal bulking diet not only gives the koala all in the way of nutrition, but also requires their body to rest to filter out the toxins so they don't fucking cark it. Meaning they need to spend upwards of 18 hours a day sleeping in order to just digest their fucking food. These dumbasses.
Why the hell would they like subject it to? Do they know that they can eat anything else apart from poison? Although I'm not really sure what the science behind like koalas not eating anything else aside from those leaves, but maybe we could have teach them a lesson or two. Just thinking. I'm just thinking. I don't know what I'm
Spend most of
talking
their
about.
life in a food coma. That is, however, if they
Damn.
even get to the food to begin with, because they are
so
so
cute, though.
mind-numbingly brain dead that they will not recognize a eucalyptus leaf as food unless it is on the branch. I could give this dumbass a lifetime supply of food, and if it wasn't on a stick, he would starve to death.
No way!
It should come as no surprise to you at this point that the koala has such an esky temperature on.
Bro, like maybe me. Just like, You know what? When I kind of can, you know, I feel the, I don't know, the connection between them. I don't know what it means.
Like you, that they literally have a smooth brain.
Smooth.
The thoughts slide right off of this dumb c***.
They're so cute though.
I love him.
Just like me, probably. Cute, but head empty. Just joking.
This wasp is
I'm sorry.
basically a zebra.
Ooh,
Introducing
another
the
alien.
tarantula hawk wasp, possibly
Another
one of the most
fucking-
nightmare-inducing insects on the
Oh my
planet.
god, hell
and the
nah.
reason it's such a threat to your mental health is
hell
because
nah.
its hunting and reproduction
Holy
strategy
fucking
is ripped
shit.
straight from Ellen Ripley's autobiography.
Oh!
But
Okay, I don't
before
like
we
that.
get to the strats, you're gonna have to learn a little bit about it first. Native to Australia, because of course it fucking is, this fucker is the largest wasp on the planet, coming
hell
in at
no.
a massive 2.5 inches.
Oh
I mean,
my
boys,
god,
we would
that's...
all agree,
Ew.
well above average,
Hell
right?
nah.
Huge. And this is probably
Hell
the most
the
effective
fucking-
2 inches has
Oh
ever
my
been
God, no.
because it has the
I don't like it.
second
I don't
most
like it.
painful sting.
And it's flying as well. You know, I can like take... Not really. You know what? Realistically, maybe not. But still, you know? I can probably like look at an insect as long as it's not flying. But if it's flying, it's life-threatening for me. For sure. Any flying shit. You know, I can handle cockroaches as long as they're not flying. That's for sure. Anything flying, yeah, I think I'm gonna die.
Of
It's a
any
life and
insect
death
on the planet,
scenario
coming in
situation,
just
you know?
barely
Ugh.
behind the bullet ant. Back in a half-inch
no,
stinger with a
no,
potent
no,
venom
no.
that has been described as
Oh, hell
blinding,
no.
debilitating, I can't move my arm,
Oh.
and electric.
Oh, hell
Now,
no.
the size and poison
Hell
aren't
no.
just for nothing, because as the name
Oh my God,
tarantula hawk wasp
No.
suggests,
I
they are
don't know.
purpose-built, genetically perfect killing machines designed
Where the fuck? How the fuck did they evolve to that, though? How the fuck did that happen? Huh? How the fuck did they evolve to that, huh? Who helped? Who assisted on these creatures? On these monsters, more like? Who assisted in their evolution? Because I'm not on it. I'm not on that trade for sure.
specifically to violate spiders. Australia basically an all-you-can-eat buffet for them. But they don't just execute the spiders. No, that'd be too normal. Hawk
Bro,
wasp-
I am feeling the arachnophobia creeping in. I mean, I'm not really scared of or maybe a fear of insects in general, but like seeing this, you know what? I even like thought to myself that, you know what? Maybe I should migrate to Australia since it's better than the country that I'm living in right now, actually, the Philippines. But brother, seeing this, you know what? Yeah, I can like kiss that goal ass goodbye for sure. Maybe not. You know what? I'd rather really not. Yeah. Nope. I won't. Don't wanna. I mean, not that I'm going to the rainforest anyway, but like, what if they migrate to like, you know, cities or whatever? Hell no. Hell to the fucking no. You know what? No. Guys, I wasn't even, bro, I swear to God, I promise you, I wasn't scared of insects and spiders, not until this one. Bro, I even went on zoos and like, you know, I don't even feel anything on these insects, but like, seeing this, hell no. That is
wasps
nightmare
use
inducing.
spiders to reproduce
Goodbye.
in one of the most horrific ways possible. And that all starts with a female hawk wasp hunting down a tarantula. As the buff bulking spider takes a wrong turn down a dark alley, the
Stop,
hawk wasp,
guys.
noticing the 8 sets of TNs on his feet,
Stop.
proceeds to fucking jump him. Flying down from above to land a sting into the spider's abdomen, instantly and permanently paralyzing it. The
You know
Bug
what?
Harbour butcher
Good
then
job
proceeds to
for
drag
them.
the still completely conscious and aware spider
Holy shit.
into an isolated kill room,
Holy
which is where the
shit.
fucked up part really begins. Because our wasp isn't hungry, it's pregnant, and proceeds to lay its egg on the paralyzed spider's abdomen. After about 3 to 4 days, that egg hatches into a larvae. A very, very hungry larvae. Fortunately,
Oh my
there's a whole bunch of
God.
fresh fruit right here underneath them. That food being the still paralyzed, still very
Ugh.
conscious and aware spider.
And to think they're like threatening. I mean, and to think that these like tarantulas are also like freaking scary to begin with, and they're very helpless against those like mofos. Hell no! I'm just joking.
Larvae burrows into the spider's
Oh my
abdomen and gets to
God,
work
no!
converting it into
Ugh.
a KFC family bucket,
Ugh.
consuming it from the inside out, purposely avoiding vital organs to keep the food nice and fresh. After it's done consuming a living being, the larvae breaks forth from the demolished
Ew.
corpse like a fucking chest burster and
Wow,
flies
it's
off
like
to continue
Alien.
the generational arachnid violation.
It's the alien movie.
Anywho, good luck getting
That
any
is
sleep tonight.
disgusting. Stop! Why did you have to do that? Lars, why did you have to do that? I am going to sue! You know what? I'd rather had these crocodiles that looks like a mammoth. What is this actually? What the hell am I looking at right now? Oh god. I'm going back to emus probably, you know. Just thinking. But still, you know what? I'm throwing all my visiting Australia dreams away. Hell no, I'm stepping foot on that island for sure. Yeah, I might have to pass, bro. It's not looking quite bright for me, especially that I'm powerless on that, you know, especially on those for sure. Ugh.
A gorilla can't beat 100 men in a fight. He gets jumped.
Uh-huh.
But that begs
100
the
men
question,
versus
which
gorilla.
animal does win? And
It's
the
a hippopo?
answer, stepping
Hippopo?
into the ring at 5
Hippo?
meters long and weighing in at a genuinely frightening 4,500 kilos.
Oh
I present
shit!
to you
They're like heavier than those saltwater
the
crocodiles.
hippo.
Hippo! Wrath persona.
Yeah, look, a hippo causing a 100 long line at the gates of heaven after a fight is honestly pretty plausible. You see, despite the fantastic
They look
PR
so
work
cute.
Mudang has done for the hippopotamus community,
Mudang! Oh my god,
doesn't
Mudang
change the
is very
fact that
cute,
Moto
actually.
here is a sentient
Moto.
Ford F-150, the temperament
Oh
of
my
a
god,
fucking
that's kinda
serial
scary.
killer
Jesus
who can win
Christ.
this fight for one very specific reason. You can't fucking hurt it.
Ugh.
You see, the
Armor.
hippopotamus is possibly the tankiest land animal
Ugh,
on the
you see
fucking
them?
planet, packing
Duk,
an
duk, duk. Just like-
unbelievably thick 2-inch hide. Now look, we all know
Ugh,
2 inches
what?
is a lot, especially
What?
in the sheets, but in the streets of the African savannah, this makes them practically
Damn.
Don't believe me? Here is a hippopotamus walking away from 10 lions trying to convert it into a family meal. Notice how the hippopotamus does not give a single
What?
If Mufasa and his extended family can't hurt it, neither can you.
Yeah,
However,
well-
don't let the fact that it's
well.
walking away fool you here. The hippopotamus is not a peaceful animal. They are, in fact, violent, psychopathic,
Oh, even the
4.5
crocodiles?
ton thundercats that can
Bro.
and will bite you in half.
Ooh.
A hippo's
Ooh.
jaw produces
Enough.
2,000 psi of
Ooh.
pure crushing force. So
Holy
if he
shit.
catches your ass,
Isn't it higher than the crocodile?
you are the watermelon. And as if the hydraulic press wasn't bad enough,
Oh.
don't forget they've got two 20-inch fangs in that mouth that'll put a hole in you big enough to stick your f***ing
Yeah,
arm
I'm
through.
dead on
But
the
honestly,
rival for
the
sure.
bite doesn't
Dead on
even
touch,
f***ing
probably?
matter. It weighs 4.5 tons.
Yeah,
and
if you
can
get
run
rammed.
30k an hour. Getting
Whoa.
hit by a charging hippo is like getting hit by a f***ing bus.
Damn,
There is no
that was
way
fast. I
we
didn't
are
expect
winning
it to
a
be
fight
fast.
against something that could probably take out 10 people.
Or is it fast?
Just
Not sure.
by rolling over.
Real, actually.
In summary,
Ooh.
don't f with the hungry hippo.
No, the crocodile. The salty.
Komodo dragons are horror villains.
Ooh.
I mean, seriously, this
Yeah.
industrial-sized
They
lizard
look
is
scary as
easily one of the
fuck.
biggest assholes in the animal kingdom when it comes to hunting
Asshole.
methods. Packing a
I don't know if we have this in the Philippines though. I'm pretty sure we do.
in suffering and a
think.
double degree in biological warfare purely because they cannot be expending effort to hunt.
There cannot be
You see,
what?
Godzilla's little cousin here is the largest
Remember
lizard
who
in the
you are.
world, weighing up
Remember.
to 166 kilos
Damn.
and being a full 3.13 meters
It looks
in
kinda
length,
cute,
which
though,
means
not
for the
gonna
short kings of my
lie.
audience, if you're brave enough, bang a mode of transport right there.
What the fuck?
Now, being the reptile equivalent of a Cadillac Escalade means that the Komodo dragon needs to consume a lot of calories to keep that bulk going. However, rather than using that bulk to proactively chase down and body slam its prey, they can take down prey 3 times their size because as if being a reptilian tank was not enough, they are also venomous.
Ugh.
And this isn't
Yeah,
just
yeah,
your
yeah.
run-of-the-mill snake venom that, you know, gives you a nice quick 15-minute death. No.
Ugh.
A Komodo hunt starts with it running up to its prey and
Ugh.
giving it a nice big chomp on the leg, injecting it with hemorrhagic venom. After biting, the Komodo dragon
So
off
it's
and just
long.
sits there
Long
watching.
suffering.
The confused and bewildered animal runs off into the forest,
Oh.
leaking blood, allowing that
GGs,
Komodo dragon
oh,
to
they're
track it
like-
like a
They're like a hunter for the love of the game. Or no. They want to, they want to feel the hunt. They want to enjoy the hunt or something,
DoorDash order. A week goes by, and that bite wound isn't closing because hemorrhagic venom prevents blood clots. So, the animal
What?
is still slowly bleeding out, and the Komodo is still watching. More time
Damn.
passes. That bite wound gets infected because Komodos are carrion feeders.
They look really
meaning that
scary
the
on that
inside of
picture,
their mouth
though.
is full of enough
For
rotten
real.
flesh and bacteria to give Asmongold a run for his money.
What?
The infection begins to drain the animal's strength.
Scarlet
and
Rot.
Komodo
Holy
is
shit.
still watching.
Damn.
Another
okay.
week passes. The infection
Goes on
has
for
spread,
weeks. Jesus.
and the flesh has begun to rot. And you best believe
Oh.
that gas lizard is still there watching,
Watching.
like he's waiting for his meal to heat up in the microwave. Once the
No
bleeding,
way.
disease-ridden animal becomes too exhausted to move on its own and collapses, the Komodo
It's like
strolls
it's
over
pickling it.
and eats it alive,
Like a pickle.
shredding it into chunks if it's
Ooh.
larger, or if it's small enough, swallowing it whole as it screams on the
Ooh.
way down.
You can hear the
Even
goat
for me,
inside us.
man,
Ooh.
that's fucked.
They're really just out here enjoying that, huh?
This
Holy
is the
shit.
deadliest snake in the world. Introducing the
Also exclusively from Australia, I presume. Maybe?
taipan, and being the deadliest
Inland
venom noodle in the world,
taipan.
I will give you exactly one guess as to where it's found. It's Australia, of course.
Down
it's an
under?
Australian beach.
Wait, I didn't really realize that Australia is also like, it also has a nickname called Down Under. Why? Is it the, supposedly hell, maybe? To be fair though, if we're talking about the weather, I think everywhere in Asia is probably, very hot. As well as Australia, so like, Hell Brothers, for sure!
So serious here. Where the else did you think you were going to find it? Canada? More specifically, as the name suggests, the taipan is found inland in the outback. Luckily,
On the
extremely far from
desert.
civilization. Because
Thank
this
God.
homicidal
Thank
hospital
God.
hunt is the definition
Thank
of
God.
size doesn't matter. Because despite having extremely small fangs for a venomous snake, coming in at only 6.2 millimeters, the taipan is here to show you that you absolutely can feel less than an inch, because those fangs contain the
so mean?
statistically deadliest snake venom on the
Ooh.
planet. Yeah,
Ooh.
taipan venom is a pina colada of pain,
Pina
containing,
colada.
but not limited to hemotoxins to cause blood clots, myotoxins for paralysis and necrosis, nephrotoxins to shut down your kidneys, and 3 different kinds of neurotoxin. Needless to say, if it bites you, you will get a headache, vomit up the entire contents of your stomach, collapse to the ground in agonizing pain, and then your heart and lungs will stop, sending you to meet God in under
So I'm dead.
15 minutes.
15 minutes.
And that venom is so
100% speed
fucking
run.
potent that one bite contains enough toxin to do that to 100 people. But the
No
funniest
way.
part of this snake's venom
Holy shit.
is that in the
Weapon
wild,
of war. Holy
they
shit.
only hunt rats and f***ing mice. The deadliest venom on the planet, and they are using it to pack up Remy the rat. It's like hunting a rabbit with a f***ing orp.
That's the cutest f***ing thing I've ever seen in my entire
That's
life.
good, right? I mean, that's good, right? We're kind of safe, I think.
This
That venom is not safe
adorable
for
little
others.
octopus
No.
is also
Weapon
the
of
world's
war
deadliest.
for sure. I don't know.
Introducing the
Eee.
blue-ringed octopus, a species
What
of
the
cephalopod
hell is
native
that?
to
Another
Australia,
alien.
And a shock to precisely 0 people at this point, it's venomous.
Vtuber.
Because of course it's f***ing venomous. Why wouldn't it be venomous? That'd make my life
Yeah,
way too
true.
f***ing easy. Now, to
True,
its credit,
true,
unlike most of the toxic
true.
bullshit in this hellscape I call home, they at least have the common decency to be coloured like a f***ing neon sign. However, it immediately loses this credit by being the octopus equivalent of a f***ing hobbit, coming in
Hobbit?
smaller than a 50-cent
It's like a
coin.
small but
And this
terrible.
is a problem.
Small
because it is
but
the most
terrible.
venomous octopus in the world.
And cute, probably. Just
That's
like
right, this fluoro
Maybe.
spaghetti ball is packed to the brim with neurotoxin. More specifically, tetrodotoxin. You know, the same shit that turns cooking a puff fish into a quick time event? Yeah, these little guys are packing it too. However, because it is Australian, the blue-ringed octopus is on violence timing and is the only animal in the world to use this shit as an offensive measure by way of a venomous bite. But what does the venom actually do? Well, imagine you're wading through the rock pools with the homies, and you
Why are
accidentally
we wading in
disturb
the
this
first
little
place?
gentleman's residence. The blue ring, taking the American approach to home defense, suctions onto your leg and bites you. Best part,
Ooh.
it's completely painless. So if you're distracted by
It's
how thick your mate's
painless.
looking in those Speedos, you aren't going to feel shit.
What the
That
hell?
is, until your face starts tingling like TV static. It's warm out here under the sun, but you weren't sweating like this 5 minutes ago.
Oh, it's a
and now you got a
silent and
headache.
deadly
You start
killer.
to feel
Oh,
sick,
hell no.
weak. You go to call out,
Hell
but your
no.
voice comes out slurred like you just knocked back a bottle of vodka.
2 shots of vodka.
2 shots.
And then suddenly,
Doesn't
your
look
legs
like
come
a
out from
shot.
under you, and you hit the beach. Fun
Oh,
fact about
no.
tetrodotoxin.
No.
It's a paralytic.
No.
Freezes up your
No.
muscles one by one, starting with your arms and legs, which is why you're kissing the sand. You know what else is a muscle? Your diaphragm, the muscle that controls your
Ugh.
breathing. And yeah, turns those bad boys off too. And so,
Ugh.
your chest stops rising and falling, and you suffocate to death right there on the beach.
No. Nuh-uh. What beach is that? I'm taking
Now,
notes.
you may be wondering, how come no one called an ambulance? That's easy. They didn't have time to. You went up to meet your ancestors in under 20
GG's.
minutes.
GG's,
God
brother.
ordered your ass with same-day shipping, and this little f***er delivered. Employee of the month.
Employee of the month. No way. May you rest in peace,
This
my brother.
shrimp can cause
Ew!
explosions.
My main goal is to
Brother, I love shrimps more than any other person here. Nuh-uh. I refuse to believe that's a shrimp. I refuse to believe that's a shrimp.
Blow
Ew,
up.
no. Hell no.
Introducing the Mantis shrimp, native to the West
Oh,
Indo-Pacific
Mantis
Ocean and
shrimp!
possibly the coolest crustacean under the sea. Because
Bam,
this
bam, bam,
fluorescent
bam.
armored sausage is actually a voracious, bloodthirsty predator
Why are you
rocking
so
enough surveillance
cute?
equipment to scare the CIA with a weapon
hell
powerful
no.
enough to surpass Metal Gear.
Hell
See,
no.
the mantis shrimp is
Oh,
a
hell
highly
no.
effective predator, and they find
Bam.
and track their prey with easily the most advanced set of
Why is it so
eyes
fucking
on the
scary?
planet. First off, each of these eye stalks can rotate independently like a periscope, giving them a full
Ooh.
360 degrees of vision. However,
Ooh.
more importantly, they can see colours we can't. You see, the mantis shrimp's
what?
eyes contain a full 15 photoreceptor
Whoa.
cones compared to our 3. Which is a fancy
No
way of
cones?
saying they can see in 16K HDR with ray tracing enabled at 500 render distance.
Yeah, with SSR. I
And
don't
not
know.
only is the visual
Ray
clarity
tracing.
unmatched, they can also see into the infrared and ultraviolet
Holy.
light spectrums. And despite
Okay.
all of this, they still can't find who asked. What they can, however, find is their next meal. The mantis shrimp subsists on a diet of fish, worms,
Maybe because
squidward,
they're like slow, probably.
and, most importantly, Mr. Krabs. Now, crabs famously exist inside of a defensive shell. So, how does this polite little gentleman break into the shell? Simple. He throws
He
hands.
suck. No? He doesn't suck.
That's right. Weighing in at only 90 grams and 38 centimeters in length, the mantis shrimp has a punch that produces
Can you eat them though? Just
15,000
checking. Just asking.
newtons of force. That is 176 newtons per gram. So if a human was capable of that same kind of force, a right hook from someone who weighs 80 kilo would be like getting hit in the face with 6 sticks of dynamite. Now, to produce that force, its claw needs to be moving at 83 kilometers an hour, which is so fast it creates a vacuum in the water called a cavitation bubble, which then immediately collapses at such a speed it creates a mini-air explosion that flashbangs the target and reaches a temperature hotter than the surface of the sun. Mr. Krabs is getting f***ing disintegrated.
Money.
What? Wait.
Most snails aren't scary, except for this one. This one's Australian. Introducing the cone snail, an aquatic mollusk native to the land down under. And as seems to be the requirement when sharing your postcode with a kangaroo, you guessed it. It can quite easily cause your neck snap to be in a coffin. And the way it can achieve it is this bad boy right here. You see, despite most snails having a reputation for being slow goobers that get folded by a salt shaker, the cone snail is a highly effective ambush predator. And you may be wondering, how the fuck does a
What is with the predator thingy? Where is with the predator picture? I'm confused. I am out of the loop.
The GTA 6 development cycle hunt anything. That's simple. It has a grappling hook.
Oh,
that's right. Gary's murderous little cousin here is a roadhog, mate. And he hunts by slowly but surely stalking up on his prey until he's just within range, and then bang! The cone snail does a quarter circle input, spitting out a toothed harpoon at 90 kilometers an hour. This harpoon then nails its prey, allowing them to reel it in like he's playing Scorpion.
He has a hook.
And in case that wasn't bad enough, as seems to be a requirement for spawning on Australian servers, it's
venomous. I knew it.
That harpoon also injects its prey with a highly potent neurotoxin that instantly paralyzes it. This means it cannot put up a fight, as it is sucked into the snail's ginormous maw like a nightmarish version of Kirby. And just in case you thought for once you might be safe, cone snail venom is potent enough to kill 700 people with one sting. And there's no anti-venom. Because it's not enough that it can kill me.
No,
I have to die knowing there is zero counterplay. Who balanced this
Who assisted in the evolution of these boys? And also, how the hell did that happen only in Australia? What is in this island that made them evolve to what they are now? Something is happening there. I'm pretty sure. It's not even just a hypothesis. Something is definitely happening there. For sure.
If you see this thing T-pose,
run! What the hell is that?
Introducing the anteater, a goofy little creature native to Brazil. And to understand why the absolute stench of this bad boy is a threat to your health, you're going to have to understand a little about his lifestyle first. Now listen, I know this may come as a shock to you, but the anteater eats ants. And weighing 40 kilos and 1.8 meters in length, it needs to consume upwards of 40,000 ants per day.
Damn! He's an ant cleaner at this point. How about a round of applause?
Bulking goals, the
Nothing?
anteater has a mystery mouse tool stored inside that XL sniffer.
They're so cute though.
60
Ooh.
centimeter long tongue. Designed
What the
to
hell
snake
is
its
that?
way down an ant
Ooh.
colony's tunnel network, smash into their living room, and abduct the entire
I wonder
cast
what.
of bugs.
I wonder how. I mean, like, you know, what goes on in like animals' brain to like pick the food that they want to food on, to pick their diet, you know, and like why do anteaters eat ants for a living? Like, couldn't they eat like something else probably? I mean, I don't know. Just not I'm not technically that like well versed in the but like, you know, just wanted to like figure it out.
Bug's life and convert them into a high-calorie meal. However, what that tongue do only goes so
What
far.
that
The
tongue
ant
do?
colony can extend up to 4 meters underground,
Holy
and
shit.
termites live in high-rises, which means our boy here is going to have to do a little
Holy
excavation to
shit.
get to the goods. But last I checked, an anteater can't go down to
They
Bunnings
don't
and buy a
technically
fucking
suck.
shovel.
I mean, they
So how does
kinda
he
do,
dig?
right?
That's simple with the
Sorry.
combat knives he has for claws. Yeah, anteaters are permanently cosplaying Freddy Krueger with a set of 4-inch claws, which, proving the effectiveness of a few inches, can crack through f***ing concrete. Now, these
Ooh.
work great for digging, but they
Damn.
are also more than capable of flatlining you. When threatened,
Right.
the anteater will rear up into a defensive
Oh,
T-pose.
okay. Wait, guys. To answer my question earlier, probably because their mouth is too small that like nothing can actually like enter it. Probably, you know? Yeah, my question is kind of dumb. Yeah, you're right, actually. Thanks
This
for
is your
nothing.
sign, if you are smart, to turn around and f all the way off. If, however, you were, say, some dumbass trophy hunter who really felt the need to try and stab an animal for no reason other than ego, the anteater will
ego.
swipe at you with those
Ooh.
claws, which are at the perfect height to nail your inner thigh, slip through your flesh like butter, and
Ooh.
sever your femoral artery, causing you to bleed out in 2 minutes while the anteater watches you go meet your ancestors.
You look so cool.
Can you
though.
imagine having to explain to your ancestors who felled woolly mammoths you got your packed up by the most unserious creature on the planet hitting a T-pose?
I want to see them in action. Where are the videos at? Damn it.
Australia's scariest spider is hiding a deep secret. But what is it? Well, introducing the Huntsman,
Ooh,
native to the land
shit.
down under, and the number one cause of tourists absolutely shitting themselves on camera. And look,
Hell no.
in defense,
Hell no. Tourists? So it's everywhere? So I'm assuming it's everywhere in Australia, huh? Oh, hell no. Yep. I'm gonna say everything. I'm gonna say Australia goodbye. Bye. Have a nice time.
defense of said tourists,
Oh,
I will be
hell
the first
no.
to admit, yeah, this looks scarier than a f***ing job application. Those gangly ass legs and the hair make him look like Slender Man's testicle. Now, as
Really?
if having a negative charisma stat wasn't bad enough, I regret to inform you
Charisma
that the
stat?
Huntsman spider grows up to 30 f***ing centimeters in size.
Fuck no.
Making it the largest
Ew.
spider on the planet by
Ew.
leg span, and legally
Ew,
allowing
no.
Subway to market him as a
Hell
foot
no.
long.
Hell
Now,
no.
being the spider
Hell
equivalent
no.
of a Ford F-150,
Hell no.
you'd think he'd
Hell
have
no.
the common decency to be slow,
no.
you know, tank build. Unfortunately, the Huntsman is f***ing turbocharged. Now, it's usually at this point in the video that I would inform you that he is also highly venomous, because it's Australia. However, that's his big secret. The Huntsman
What?
is a big sweetheart. You see, despite looking like an SCP,
I don't know, I'm
Huntsmen are
talking
incredibly
like an
timid, and on the
SCP.
rare occasion they do bite, their venom is harmless. In fact, seeing one of these
still.
bad boys in your house is a blessing in disguise.
Fuck no. bless. No, fuck. No! Fuck. Oh my god. I'm gonna have nightmares later. 100%.
Skies.
100%. Jesus Christ.
You won't see any annoying ass flies or mosquitoes.
Oh my god, my head
because he's
hurts.
eaten them. You see, he
My head
understands he's
hurts,
big
brother.
enough that he should be paying
My
rent,
head
and so he
hurts.
contributes to the household in pest control. I personally
no.
have had one
I
of these
don't
bad
wanna be
boys as an
roommates
eight-legged
with
roommate,
that,
and I
for
can tell
sure.
you, they're pretty good company. Except
No.
for the part where they cause car crashes.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
Wow.
you see, huntsmen like
Wow.
to hide in tight spaces and cracks,
Oh,
and they do it by
no,
flattening out their
fuck,
body
no.
to fit into the gap. Now, in the house, that usually means you'll just find them behind a painting,
Oh,
but
fuck. No, no,
when
no,
you're
no,
flying
no,
down
no,
the highway
no.
at 110k an hour and decide to flip down the sun visor because God is trying to flashbang you, yeah, they like to sleep
Oh
in
my
there,
God,
and
no,
you've just
no. You know how many how many small spaces I have in my room right now? Yeah. No. Fuck
drop
no.
one into
Fuck
your lap.
no. I'm not
now,
hearing any
whatever
of
you
these.
do, don't panic, or you're gonna crash
No.
the.
No way. No. No, I don't want to hear it. What the fuck? Get that info out of my brain, please. I don't want to hear that before I go to bed, for sure. Get that. Throw away my memories of looking at that. Oh my god, no. Nuh-uh. Never. No. I'm not gonna sleep early tonight, for sure. I will be sleeping pretty late and probably watching cute dogs, for sure. No. Thanks for watching.